A local Caribbean restaurant that has been in our community for years had to close its shutters for business as a result of a fire. Culpeppers Restaurant, located at 1080 Nostrand Avenue at the corner of Lincoln Road, would have celebrated its 10th anniversary in 2008 if it were not for the fire that destroyed the restaurant and disrupted its daily operations. The restaurant, best known for its Bajan cooking and baking and other Caribbean specialties, was a meeting place for Bajans here in New York City. It was a connection to Barbados and Barbadian activities in the city. Richie Rich spoke to the owner, Mr. Winston Lewis, about his loss.
Now I know you're suffering a great loss here, and last week you had a fire. Tell me about it just a little bit.
Sure. Last Saturday morning around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I got a call at my house to tell me that there was some smoke, and while in that conversation, the lady who was on the other end started to panic. I can hear the panic in her voice. She said, "Oh, it's flame, it's flame, it's flame," and I can't stay here. I got to call 911, and with that she hung up the phone. So when I got here, I was just shocked into devastation as to see what was going on, flames, and I mean, total destruction.
Yeah.
Total destruction.
I mean, to stand here and see the firemen, and I know the job they do, it is a rough job, but destruction is always, and safety, number one, safety to get people out of here, yes, is always their first priority.
Absolutely, and they did a very good job to make sure that there was no injuries, because above here we have 7 families that live above the restaurant, and I was really concerned about that, because you can live with this type of loss, but it's hard to live with a loss of life.
You've employed a few number of people here, a good number of people.
Yes.
How many? Just a rough idea of how many people?
Yeah, we have about 12 people that we employ. We have more than that, but we hire them on part-time basis on Saturdays. Because we have so much business to do on Saturdays.
Right.
But basically, about 12 people that we hire here. And I'm concerned about them. Because these people have children. They have, yes, their bills to pay, rent, and all that kind of thing.
What kind of support do you get when you run into people? Let's say you're walking down the street or you go in a store and people say, "Hey, Winston, I heard this or I heard that." What has it been for you?
Listen, this little piece of property right here has become a landmark in this community. And I would even go as far as to say it's a landmark for Barbadians and for Caribbeans in general, because we service across the spectrum when it comes to the Caribbean. But as far as the community is concerned here, let me tell you, I don't think I'd want to live in another community or work in another community. All of these business people, the residents over here, have been supportive to no end. But I also would like to tell the community too that we have the annex store, which is at 1084, adjoining the very 1082. We're going to start operating from there in about a week.
Okay.
We're just trying to get all the necessary paperwork in order so that we can. It will not be a full-fledged menu there. It will be a limited menu. But what we are trying to do is let our customers know that we are not down and out and we are forgotten. We are going to be still in this community. We want to maintain the presence here. That's why I'm making the effort to have that little store open so that we can
right
be
next door.
Right next door.
Does anyone need to get in contact with you? Is there a number that they can give you a call?
Yes, they can. They can call me. I have 2 cell phone numbers. They can call me at area code 646-420-7184, or they can call me at 718-510-6037. I'll answer the phone. It doesn't matter what time.
Okay.
Okay?
I like that. Again, Winston, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dealing with a great loss in our Caribbean community. Richie Rich, Winston Lewis, Zinc TV, New York Links. Keep it locked.
Stay tuned. We'll have more on Culpeppers coming up in an upcoming show.